guys, Wednesday. I knew that. I knew that. Did you know that? Shelby's in the house. Yeah. In the properly positioned chair so she can oversee all the good stuff. She's looking really excited. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you how excited she really looks. Right? Now that's a level of excitement, isn't it? Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay, it's just... I know. It's like, you know, maybe if you could remove yourself and just have Shelby do the, you know, set Shelby up with her own YouTube channel, half of you would be more excited. Several things before we get going. I know this is a surprise. You know, this isn't. It just says it's a brew review channel. If that happens, it happens. Okay. First and most important, and normally I never ask, but if you guys could go over and give a big congratulations to Christine. Yesterday, the reason that I wasn't with you is I had to renew my conceal and carry permit, and Chris has been wanting one, which I think is really cool, because most of the time, and the gentleman hosting the event, the firearms instructor extraordinaire, Jason Shade, a friend of mine. You've all met Jason before on the other channel, several times actually. He says most of the time the only reason there's ever a woman in his class is because the guy is dragging her down to take the class. Well, Christine legitimately wants it. She wants to carry a gun. She's not going to be carrying, she said she's probably not going to carry one all the time, but she wants to be able to take advantage of her rights, which is bullshit that you have to have the permit in the first place. But took the class through my buddy Jason Shade. Boone's Fine Guns. I know Jason has told me the story about this. It goes something like this. Guy gets a bunch of money, I think, and decides he wants to open up his dream gun shop / indoor range. Well, when Jason was telling me about this, you just can't imagine the magnitude of this place until you get to see it. And the reason that you're like, what the hell, is this place is like literally in the middle of absolutely nothing. Start off with, if you're driving from Duluth to St. Paul, Minneapolis, about halfway down is a little town in the little middle of nowhere, and the only reason that this town exists is because they're on Highway 35, which is, you know, a main artery in Minnesota. You can literally go from Canada to Texas on I-35. So it's a little town called Hinckley, which is literally a little town, and then you drive 30 miles west until you are now nowhere. UFOs don't even go there. Boom. There's this gun shop. And you walk in there, and unfortunately, he's like, well, you can run through after the class. Well, by the time we were done doing the class, doing the shooting, socializing, they were closing the place up, and all the lights were basically off, and I tried to walk around until finally it was like, gotta go. But take a Cabela's, a Gander Mountain, whatever is a big thing in your area, and I can guarantee you, if you took one of the managers of that place and brought him to Boone's Fine Guns, and he walked in there, he'd just be going, indoor range and guns. Place is absolutely awesome. Can't wait to go back. And Jason's like a range officer, and he also has his own business with the, I told you guys about the DVD, which I'm just not saying this because Jason is a friend of mine. It is a great starting point if you want to better yourself with the handgun. Having said that, before I completely forget, well, I'll get to it, and if I forget, oh well, I'll remind you later. But I just wanted to say congratulations to Christine for taking the class. Now we just have to send the shit off to our useless sheriff, in case he sees this. You know, your sheriff can charge from nothing, but they can't charge you more than $100. My sheriff, Lightman, is a anti-gun dick liberal, and he charges you the most that he can possibly charge, and he just does it begrudgingly because it's the law. So yeah, getting that shit rolling, especially for Chris, very soon. On top of that, had a couple of mail drops the other day, but like I said, we didn't get together. First, I don't even know if the thing is down here. Oh yeah, it is. One of my favorite glasses. It's my 6-point glass, but it absolutely drives John Solar crazy that that's there. But look, see, it's not sharp. I fixed it. It's just a anomaly in the glass now. It's not actually a sharp chip. But my friend AJ, Gun God 556, figured he wanted to do something about that. I don't know if he was trying to be nice for me or trying to keep John Solar's sanity in place. If I really wanted to clean up the mess, we'd have the offing. Maybe we can take it out to the range or something, fill it full of in the red and blow it up. But why would I want to do that? Because Gun God 556 sent me 6 of these. That's awesome. Thank you, AJ. That's great. I really hope everything stays on an even plane for you, and you're able to come to the shoot this year. He's a good guy. He's been a friend for a long time. AJ, I don't know. What did I? You go back to some of the original friends that I had when I started my channel. So appreciate the friendship. Hope you're able to make it to the shoot. Planning on being here last year, but decided to up the amount of members in his family, and I completely understand. Between the members of your family or the lack of members in your wallet, I get invited to a lot of stuff, and unfortunately I can't make it because even if I could afford to do it, I can't afford to take the time off. Chuck knows. So hopefully AJ are able to make it to the shoot this year. That'd be awesome. And then I got a package that I was expecting. Placed another order of stuff with Mrs. NYHAP. I got a bunch of the breakfast powders upstairs. Plus she sent. I didn't even notice that individual little packets of the big hydration stuff, plus my vitamin packs. She wanted me to try some of the natural orange, so she sent me enough to make a gallon of the orange. The other stuff's not bad. I mean, I can't stand drinking straight water, so the fact that it's got a flavor to it and it's actually doing something, and I didn't go like crazy, so obviously the stuff must work. So again, I'll put Mrs. NYHAP's information down below if you want to personally get in touch with her. She can set you up with a plan. I highly recommend it. Yeah, I have to admit it. She was right. At first, I was just like, I don't need this shit. It's kind of pricey because I was just kind of looking at it like as though I was going to be doing what I normally do plus this, and not having to skip all the shit breakfast and just stick with this and the drinks and all the above. It's good stuff. But seems like one of them is trying to trying to save me, and the other one's trying to kill me. The other half of the box was a 6-pack of Bengali to go along with them glasses. And a personal humidor. I want to say that the packs in here are 6 months, and we've got a unopened box of Cuban Romeo and Julietas, and a bunch of the Cohiba cigarettes. There's already a few of them missing. I was giving them out at smoke breaks today, and quite a few guys that were working with me today thought they were pretty damn good. And I did NYHAP. I did open up this and pop one of these while I was washing Christine's new ride. Thank you, Ford, the Honda Pilot 2016. Oh man! At first they're just so discouraged that Ford is a dick company and doesn't want to. They don't negotiate, but I'm so glad they did, because the Honda Pilot is so much nicer than the Ford Escape. So that cigar was, now compared with the Cohiba, that Cohiba on a scale of 1 to 10, that Cohiba was like a 15, and these are just a 10 on the scale of 1 to 10. So thanks Gun God 556. Thank you for the restock, Mrs. NYHAP, and the you know what will be on its way back to you. And NYHAP, thank you. We'll talk to you about those. What are we looking at? We're looking at Summer Hefeweizen from Newport Storm, Rhode Island's microbrewery. Is it the only one? Who knows? What's the cap look like? Cap looks something like that. Hey, we better see if these work. Whoa. Got a little energy going there. A little energy going there, and possibly some of the box coming with the beer. That's okay. Oh yeah. See that? Got my finger right in that head. I don't know why. I guess it's cold. I was like, but you're probably hearing that right now. The refrigerator. Okay, well, it's not clear. Actually, for Hefeweizen, I really wasn't expecting it to be. Right off the bat, get the Belgian style malts. So it smells like bubblegum or banana. It's like Heffy on vacation. Plenty ahead. And what's the deal with him? We don't hear from him for like a month plus. Doesn't write, doesn't call, doesn't respond to any chat requests. Send them messages, doesn't respond. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Chuck's like, I know why. Then all of a sudden he just starts Facebooking all sorts of shit like he's on vacation. Like we should give a shit. So, cheers. Now, I've had this style of beer before that just was not really overpowering on the Belgian theme, at least as far as I remember. What were we talking about? You know, I'm saying. That's right. That evil Confederate flag. Yes, sirree. I'm so proud of. Now, I don't know if this story is true, but supposedly, is it John Schneider, one of the two guys from Dukes of Hazzard, who happens to own a copy of the General Lee, said that he was going to have it repainted and remove the Confederate flag from the roof? Now, I don't want to get all over uppity, just in case that is just a bullshit story and not true. But if that is true, John, you are a fucking moron. And a disgrace to this great country. More examples of what used to be right is now wrong. You know, I said 30 years, and I was corrected on Facebook, probably more like 50 years plus of failed liberalism has gotten us to where we are. Every single day. It's one more thing every single day. It is unbelievable. And personally, I will never give in. If I had a General Lee, not only would I'd probably put mirrors on it at angles so everybody could see the roof of it and the flag, but I'd probably put a couple behind it. Which brings me to the next story, a local story. I don't know if I made comment about this or not. I think I did. Jeremy, dead winter, his hometown, sent me, we put a picture up on Facebook. The fire truck, volunteer, I believe, of the volunteer fire department, the fire truck in the parade had an American flag and a Confederate flag hanging off of the back of it. And I'm like, right on. That is go fuck yourself, liberal douchebags. A crazy guy with a gun and a Confederate flag, and they instantly blame the gun and the Confederate flag, but not the crazy guy? That's liberal. Liberal thinking. Take anything where you go, what the hell? It's probably a liberal. Because liberals are brain dead, stupid idiots. As a matter of fact, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult stupid idiots, because liberals are so much below them. Common sense. It's like, dude! Well, those people are probably still better than a liberal. Liberals are a waste of oxygen. But, story, unfortunately, takes a liberal turn. Or at least a sheeple turn. Evidently, this guy didn't have authorization, and now he's, I don't know if he's like on leave or been fired. Too bad. Because thumbs up, and I salute you. Guy who put the Confederate flag on the fire truck for the parade. That is a true American. And the gentleman, I hope in some way. Jeremy, if you can make that chief or fire department loser douchebag, whoever has made the decision to get rid of this guy, can see this video, you, sir, are a fucking moron. Too bad you're a sheep. And you don't know history. Maybe you might want to look into exactly what the Confederate flag represents. And the great American that put it on the back of that truck next to the American flag. This cheers goes out to you. Right, Shelby? Fucking right. She's just like, eyes look up at me like, whatever, let's go upstairs and have some beef jerky or something. Okay, well, guys that actually know me know what beers I like and what I don't like. Okay, let me try to look at this objectively, unlike the liberal media. Can't help it. Liberals are just morons. They are the bottom feeders, and unfortunately, somehow, I don't know how many people that I thought used to have a brain actually get sucked into this bullshit. And I was like, oh my God, oh, that's so great that eBay and Amazon and Walmart and TV Land and all these places are doing away with anything that has anything to do with that evil flag. You know, not that I want to see someone hurt, but I'd really like, well, maybe if it was just a bunch of liberals being taken out by a liberal, then it would be like, okay. But something that represents liberals, like maybe some guy straps a bomb in a vest, and that vest is all covered in rainbow flags and Obama pictures, and he runs into a liberal market and Ali Akbar himself. Well, first of all, we never even hear about that. All the pro-gun stuff you never actually hear about. Yeah, well, I finished it because it's beer. Is it bad? No. No, it's typical of a Belgian style, those spices, that note, that banana, bubblegum-ish, read between the lines, bubblegum-ish kind of flavor. So if you're into that, this might want to give this a try. Me personally, I'm going to give this like a 4. Would have probably given it like a 1, but this is something that Tardisius, my man, Beer of the Month Club, he didn't get to pick them, so, but nah, I'd never. I don't even know if I even would waste a bullet shooting at it. Gotta sanitize the glass though. That one's for you, Chuck. Get bent. Right, Shelby? Want to smell it? Yeah, don't cut your tongue. Don't cut your tongue sticking in the hole. Wow, that's some good shit right there. What should we look at next? Tomorrow. Is there a tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Tomorrow, got a couple errands to run. Well, actually, now it's just one. Dealership called. Plates are in for Christine's vehicle, and my little Sammy Poo. Gotta love that kid. She really knows where to kiss ass, right, Chuck? Yeah, that apple didn't fall too far from the tree. Sam comes home the other night, and Christine has got the oldest cell phone in the house. It's a Samsung Infusion or Confused. It was like the model before they came out with the S1 or the S2. And Sam comes home and says, "I just want to thank you for the drive and having me push harder in school and follow my passions and becoming a mechanic, and got her a Galaxy, the Galaxy S6. Thought we were going to have to run up and activate that, but able to do it completely completely by phone, which I kind of knew, but so we don't have to do that tomorrow. So hopefully we get together. Either way, next time we get together, which should be tomorrow. Okay, so I turned Christine loose over at the Keyport, Chuck. Keyport Liquor, Superior, Wisconsin. Those are craft guys right there. Andy, Nick, the manager. This is like something brewed at the Travis and Hefe and Ed Center. Smitty Nose Brewing Company's Homolicious? See, I'm screwing myself again, no pun intended. This is another Belgian-style golden ale, and why did she pick it? She picked it because there is a whole bunch of sperm racing towards, looks like a beer glass. The bottom of a beer bottle. Little sperm faces. God. Seriously? I'm going to have to review that just because you thought the label was funny. Doesn't that sound familiar, Hefe? I don't know if it's... I don't even know if the thing is even in the scene. Is it? This one? Yeah. It's a cool looking bottle. Too bad the beer sucked ass. Smitty Nose. I've had some things from them, and it wasn't bad. What can I tell you about this one? The Big Beer Series. Impregnated with loads of hop character, balanced with the malt sweetness and fruity esters derived from the Belgium yeast. This golden ale is ripe for the picking. Not seen an alcohol percentage. I didn't see an alcohol percentage on that, actually, now that I mention it. Or was there? Yeah, I don't know. 5.5. I don't give a shit. It's Belgian beer. 5.5. That was my guess on that one. I'm not seeing one on this either. Hey, where do you think you're going? Huh? Seriously, come back here. Tom wants to see you. Come here. Come here. I know how much you enjoy this part. Come here. She looks at me. It's like, oh, damn it, you're going to pick me up. You're going to pick me up. And you're going to flip me upside down. Oh, no, relax. 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 Daddy's got you. Daddy's always got you. Oh, yes. What you doing? Hey. See, distractions are always good. Where's Mama? There's Mama. Oh. You want to be a pirate?
Are you done?
Am I done?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you still have the camera on?
No. It's off.
I think you're full of shit.
I'm not full of shit.
It's still recording, isn't it?
Yeah.
My fingers. Okay.
Just telling everybody how cool it was and how proud I am that you got your certificate. Now you can go send it off to the Sheriff Whiteman.
Yeah, I failed. He just passed me because you're his friend.
Whatever. Yeah, so many people fail taking a conceal and carry class.
I didn't shoot where I needed to be shooting.
Well, let's see. Everything that you shot would have killed somebody.
Especially that one on the head. That's besides the point.
Well, you did learn something. That,
What, don't shit too close to the house?
no. Well, you can say what you want about your shooting, but nobody messing with you would have lived, so you can say what you want just because you didn't hit the center bullseye, but you still hit center mass, which is all that is important. But what you learned is the grip is way too freaking big.
I know. I wish they had made something a bit smaller.
You know, it'd be interesting, and if it turns out that it's... Yeah, I can make this where I can even be held accountable. If you find something that you like that fits your hand a little bit better, I'll take that one from you.
No.
And get you another gun.
No.
Okay, I'll just get you another gun so you have more in your collection.
Yeah, that works.
I know. The 9 and the 40 version of the XDM are considerably smaller guns.
Well, I probably wouldn't mind the 9, but don't we have kind of a hard problem trying to find ammunition for 9? Or did we for a while? Or
No, 9's a little bit
around?
better, and your brother actually can reload the shit out of 9s. I don't remember. Did your brother send NYHAP 9s, or did NYHAP send your brother 9 shells? Either way. 9 isn't a problem at all for reloading. He just hasn't done it.
I'm just talking about the initial access to.
Oh, yeah. 9 is something I can actually get again. 22 is about the only thing
That's what it was. I get it all mixed up. It seems like it goes in one big circle. You can't get this caliber for a while. Okay, that one's available. Next. Okay, that one's not.
I was showing everybody your awesome choice for my next brew review. Was it based on the style of beer? I think not. There was a bunch of smiley face sperm racing towards a beer glass.
I thought it was funny. If it's bad, you can blame me, but I just thought it was too funny.
Well, I just tried a style similar to that one, and that one got a 4 or a 5 or whatever, just because I was being nice because Tardisius sent it. So,
okay.
Yeah, I would, if we would have had more time yesterday, I would have liked to have seen you reshoot the same grouping with the baby eagle.
Mm-hmm. I would have done I would have liked the way it probably would have shot with that.
Not only does it have less recoil, but it's actually a easier gun to get a grip on.
Too much of a perfectionist when it comes to things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But it was nice that before we got to sit down to class and...
Yeah, Jason's a great guy. We got down there about 30 minutes ahead of time, and he's just like, why don't you grab the gun? And he actually gave her some pointers. And I'm not going to put this down. I haven't discussed it, and I'm going to now. You guys that are going to be here for the shoot, I am going to repeat what I'm saying here over at the ebomey channel, because I think it is an awesome opportunity, and she even understands even better after yesterday. Jason Shade is been a shooting instructor, a trainer. You've seen the video that I did the sponsorship for him for. I think anybody with a half a brain should purchase that CD and take a look at it, because there's a lot of good stuff that you can get off of just what he says. Now, the reason I'm saying this is we're trying to put something together if there's enough guys interested in it. The shoot's on on September 5th, which is a Saturday. We're thinking maybe September 4th, the Friday before, doing 3 or 4 hours up at the hunting shack. Jason is willing to come up and do his shooting dynamics or shooting instruction course. And in a matter of 5 minutes, he had her shoot a group and just said, you know, this is what you were kind of doing wrong. You know, you weren't, even with this, you weren't holding it good here. Try this grip. And her grouping significantly increased in just a couple of comments. So he can take people that are so-so and make you good or great, and if you think you're great, he's going to improve. Case in point, he had her shoot, and she put a hole at like 11 o'clock on center mass. Either way, it would have taken out the lungs, and that person would have dropped. And he picked up the gun and had never fired her gun before. Was just wondering how the sights were on it. Picked it up, spent almost no time aiming, pulled the trigger, and the hole that she made got just a little bit bigger. Basically put a bullet through the same hole that she made. He is no shit. He can talk the talk and walk the walk. He's a good guy, and his conceal and carry classes, I mean, granted, the class that we had, the weeknight ones, is basically supposed to be for a refresher for someone like me, and unfortunately I was the only one refreshing. Everybody else in the class was there for the first time, so the weekend one is normally 3 hours longer.
Yeah, it's 5 hours altogether.
So he spends more time, and there's more stories, and there's more videos, and there's more feedback back and forth. And this one is like, unless you have a serious question, you know, we need to stay on task to get this all done. But he's very upbeat. He's very personal. He's a great guy, along with being a great instructor. So it's, you know, that was pretty cool, because I don't know what we're going to have to go through, but his is also a multi-state application or permit. So need to look into. He says a couple of the best to get is Minnesota coupled with Florida, but everybody always says Utah, so I'm gonna have to look into that. But yeah, I can't say enough. Jason doesn't follow this channel; he follows the other channel, but. Definitely hats off to Jason Shade for your ability to not only teach your class, but teach people. So, if you're going to be here for the shoot on the 5th of September, on the 4th of September, I want to get enough people together. I want to, you know, it's not going to be anything near, because Jason's going to be doing a deal because it's for me, but I want to make it worth his while. I want to pool a little bit of money together for him, and he's willing to spend 3, 4, whatever it is, up here, and I hope he then stays so he can come to the shoot on Saturday. But he is going to spend one-on-one on time with whoever is interested in coming that Friday.
All I can say is that I thought he was fabulous at what he does, because he's spot on with everything, you know. And he doesn't come across like he's trying to critique you. He comes across as just trying to help you. And if you are open enough to that and take what he says and apply it, your shooting will get better. I mean, mine did in a short amount of time.
I felt gypped.
And I think it's really neat too, because a lot of people that are out there have shot for many, many years, and as time goes on, we all know.
Well, look at the guys who are in our class.
Bad habits.
I don't have a blue gun.
But he was there to.
I have a non-blue gun. One of his biggest pet peeves is people that shoot like this. your center, well, you can't see me because it's not a full body thing, but trust me, this would be straight. This would be leaning forward. And if you watch a lot of YouTube videos, how many people shoot leaning backwards? You have no control. You have your.
Oh yeah, he says that if you're in that stance when he was doing that to one of the other guys, he pushed him and he went.
Well, granted, he had the for you safety sallies. Go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna show you shit.
It's not loaded.
Oh, how do you know?
Well,
now it is. So
don't shoot the furnace.
The guy next to her, an older guy, nice guy, but he was doing the kind of the same thing, kind of leaning back a little bit, and Jason just goes, you know, again, the ability of how he was showing him, just showed or had him change two things: the angle that he was holding and his forward lean, and he's just like. He's just like, comes in and he's like, you know, first he had him hold it the way he was holding it, and he's just like tapping the gun, and this guy's like all over the place. Changed two things, and it was just like, see, you're not moving at all. And that's your ability to handle the recoil for your second shot. But yeah.
What I was going to say before you cut me off is that he's very good at explaining things.
He is.
In a sense where everybody can understand it.
Regardless if you've been doing this all your life?
Or if you're a newbie. Or anything in between.
So, Jason's going to be up here. Need to work that out with him. But Jason's planning on being up here the Friday before the shoot and giving personal one-on-one lessons. Whoever is interested in participating in that. And I was saying I felt jip because he came over for my qualifying shots, and he goes, "Yeah, your form looks good, your shots look good," and I'm just like, "But what?" He's just like, "You did good." I'm just like, "Yeah, well, I didn't really particularly like my grouping, so we will be going back down there. I do want to take his more advanced class, and that'll be all range time and not classroom time, so I need to work out some bad habits of my own. One of them is Chuck. So
again with Chuck. Oh God, with the Chuck. Will you stop with Chuck?
Up, Chuck.
Oh God. Anyways, I think that
I wish it wasn't an hour and 30 minutes from here.
But I am looking forward to doing another class, though, because...
Okay, she wasn't here when we talked about this before. I don't even know what we're at for minutes, but... Yeah, Ray's in bed. You've been to our Gander Mountain?
Uh-huh.
They have a fair amount of guns there?
Uh-huh.
What'd you think about Boone's?
Oh, Holy Mother of God.
And
I've never seen so many guns in one area in my whole entire life. If my brother, let me just put it this way, if my brother walked into that store, facility, whatever you want to call it, he'd probably have an orgasm the minute he got in the door with all of the variety of guns and
it was
ammunition, like, and
a lot of that shit was set up like man cave dreams.
Yeah.
The new
way that they displayed it was awesome. The
new pistols were in these, I don't know, 6x6.
Mm-hmm.
Almost look like, well, they're like the pistols were literally hanging on like these metallic pegboards inside of these cases. So I don't know. It's
all I can say is that this is the biggest amount of, as you guys put it, gun porn I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
And where is this place? If you fell out of a helicopter and aimed for no fucking where USA, boom, you'd land in Boone's Fine Guns parking lot. I mean, what the the town that I don't have the stats on me, but the town
It's
that
very
this
small.
gun shop is located in, I think there's 5 people. No, it's
No, but it's a very small
I was
community.
under 200
Probably
within like
within the like
what you'd consider
so
city
the
limits.
city limits, which you probably could throw a rock from end to end.
I just, yeah, he was telling me the guy that owns this place just had the wherewithal and means to do it, and built his dream gun shop. I mean, I don't understand how the place. I don't know. I guess I'll be going back there.
Well, we'll have to go back there and do a video to show everybody.
It was crazy.
It was just crazy. I mean, to try to put it into some kind of context or words is just not really doing it justice.
I mean, the door we came in with a gun range and the counter is on one end of the building, and it was like you'd have to be one hell of a marksman with one hell of a gun to hit someone at the other end of the building. And it was all guns from one end to the other.
And displayed very nicely, I might add.
So, actually, Boone's Fine Guns. Link will be down below. I know there was some pictures of the inside of that place. Again, probably isn't going to do any justice for what you've seen, but like I told them, the manager of a Cabela's, Gander Mountain, what's that shithole that Ray worked at?
I don't know.
The other place, we don't have one around here. Those guys would all be in there, they'd be going, damn, and I thought we had guns. You don't got shit. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to look at the sperm beer. I'm like, seriously? You know, we're at Keyport, and there's like this display and that cooler and that cooler,
okay,
and then the walk-in cooler. And what does she have to get? She's sitting there giggling, looking at the...
Okay, just back up the truck for a minute. We go to the beer store. We're in the walk-in cooler. Hey, Eric, have you tried this? Yeah. Have you tried that? Yeah. Oh, what about this? Yeah. Just about everything in the beer cooler you've tried. So I had to find something that you didn't have tried.
Giggle, giggle.
So it was that. I'm just saying. You know, 75% of the beers that they have at the beer store, you've already tried. So, you know, I gotta step outside of the box.
The display rack that you were looking at, there's a lot of shit in that I have never even heard of, let alone tried. And you reached for the one with a bunch of sperm on it.
I could have got you the flying pigs.
You did!
I forgot.
This is another one we'll be looking at. Her and her pigs! Geico. Maxwell. So why did we get this one? Because there's a pig on it. I didn't even... Dry hopped barley wine. Another...
You might as well just throw that one away. Because the last barley wine that you did was not good. As I recall.
Barley wines are 50-50.
Yeah, well, next time don't take me to the beer store and then I won't have to pick out anything.
Sperm and pigs.
I got wine. I'm just saying.
Hang on, let me check this one. Yeah, it's clear.
I'm just saying. I have to go now.
Yeah, I have to go now too. So, we will see you tomorrow. I'd like to say, again, congratulations, because I literally had absolutely nothing to do with her wanting to get her permit, but hats off and more cowbell, because it taking advantage, not even taking advantage, utilizing our rights. Never know what the situation is. I think you should actually, you know, go to Cube City with it, because
Oh, really? Do you want the whole building dead?
You're right.
Okay, you
you're
know
probably,
that sign that my brother gave me that says I have a gun and PMS? The two don't go together.
What do you think about that shit, Shelby?
Just saying.
Just looking up. She's in the Tom chair.
Yeah. No, I just think that I don't know. I just think that you should do it. If there's an opportunity to do something that's going to benefit you somehow, some way, you should do it. Whatever that is.
That's my viewpoint. Maybe you carry every day. Maybe you carry on the weekends. It's your right. And if nothing else, you can tell a liberal to go do this.
If you really want to torque them off, you say it's your God-given right.
It's your God-given right. Well, that's what the Founding Fathers believed in.
Mm-hmm.
It's a God-given right. So you shouldn't even have to go take a class. You shouldn't have to give your sheriff a fucking dime.
You should have to go take a class. I will say that.
Well, you shouldn't have.
Because
there's.
You need to make sure that what you're doing is.
Well, if that's the case, then is there a meter that you hook up and after you took the class? Because how many people do you know? I'm trying to think. How many people do I know that have a conceal and carry, and I'm just like going. Like Greg, for instance, he openly admits he should never ever carry a gun because this is a guy that would probably hunt you down and kill you if you cut him off on the freeway.
Yeah, that's Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he should.
But he at least understands and appreciates that. Yeah. I don't think you should have to take a class to carry a gun. I think you, like I did and you did, I think at some point in life you should have to go to a firearms instructor and learn the proper. That's Jason.
That's just it.
Someone like Jason.
But there is the key word is responsibility.
Well, normally I just grab a Confederate flag and a handgun and I march into a mall and I kill people.
Throw bacon in the air too.
And I throw bacon in the air and Ali Akbar, where's the snack bar?
Did someone say snack bar? I have to go now.
See you tomorrow.